Hey everyone. How y'all doing today? This is just going to be a quick video as I'll be putting another out real soon. But, I wanted to give you a quick update as to what's been happening today. It's been hilariously fun. Okay, so while I was investigating possible fraudulent activity of a person who shall remain nameless, and his company, which shall also remain nameless, his ears must have started burning. I mean, red hot burning. Because I get a ping on my email notifications. And, oh my god, push me down with a feather. It was from him. And, here's the email. I'll read it out just in case you can't see it that well. And if you can, imagine it coming from his own voice instead, which would be something like this. Hello. Since 2018, Bot Sentinel has fought disinformation and targeted harassment on social media platforms. Bot Sentinel was instrumental in removing QAnon and white supremacist accounts from Twitter, and we exposed countless bot and troll networks. We uncovered the insidious targeted harassment campaigns against Lisa Page, Amber Heard and Meghan Markle, and we were responsible for removing hundreds of vile racist tweets targeting Harris. For nearly 2 years, we have worked with Brazilian journalists and officials to report on disinformation campaigns and assist with removing inauthentic accounts trying to influence elections in Brazil. Brazil just had a successful election and we are proud of the work we did helping Brazilians identify problematic content. Now a group of YouTubers and an election-denying MAGA lawyer who tweets vile anti-trans rhetoric filed a frivolous lawsuit in an attempt to beat Bot Sentinel into submission and shut us down. We will not be bullied, nor are we going anywhere. Bot Sentinel is an important resource for marginalized communities, journalists, and researchers. We are currently in talks with one of the top law firms in the country, and in a few days, we will issue a press release announcing who is representing us. Targeting women and marginalized communities is unacceptable, and this is a fight we are more than willing to have on behalf of the Bot Sentinel community. Okay, so there you have it, folks. That's the email I received, and don't forget the donate button right at the bottom. Now if you're wondering what is actually going on, I will give you a quick rundown. I might put more information in another video soon. Many of you may already know that Bouzy has been on his own targeting and harassment campaign. He's been targeting women, people with disabilities, people who are white, people who are black. He's also been targeting people who are Republicans and people who are Democrats. He has been targeting people who have been supportive towards Johnny Depp in his trial, and targeting people who have supported others who have supported Johnny Depp. He's also been targeting children. He's doxed people and been the reason that they've been swatted. And all of this while he's been claiming that he has been the victim himself. And when he's made these claims, he's also plugged his make-believe business at the same time. So, what he has done in this email is completely forgotten to tell the truth. In fact, his amnesia has made him forget that it has been him all along who has been on the hate campaign. And, he has even failed to mention that this lawsuit comes as a defamation case against him, not Bot Sentinel. What is even worse is that he has also forgotten that this is not the only case either. I will focus on the others in the near future. Now here's the thing. This email was sent out en masse to everyone that registered. But, what he clearly doesn't realize is that not all of his followers are fans. I know several people who received this email that do not support him in any way, shape, or form. Interestingly, some of them are actually gathering evidence for other cases. What is rather funny is that Bouzy was making fun of Nate trying to raise the money for the lawsuit. But, isn't this just what Bouzy is doing now? Seriously, this man is not only a hypocrite, he has no shame. Just as well he has those Twitter diapers then, really. Besides all of this, he's implying that this lawsuit is to have Bot Sentinel shut down. Which, as you can see from the lawsuit itself, Bouzy is named and not the company as the defendant. So, yet more lies running off that tongue of his. But I feel the need to say the next bit. Bot Sentinel is run as a for-profit company, and with millions in revenue. I think that if people knew that, many of them would be raising questions why he'd be asking for money, if the lawsuit was actually against Bot Sentinel. That could be quite a nice bit of possible fraudulent activity going on right there, if Bot Sentinel was the defendant. But, he's still misleading those that he sent the email to. Oh, and don't forget he said he was going to be naming a top law firm in the press release soon? Anything to plug his own business, eh? Well, here is that law firm. And, guess what? It's the one representing Amber Heard in her appeal. But it's going to be interesting as to how he's going to pay this firm when he can't even pay rent on the house he's been staying in. Sadly, when he was requesting donations on Twitter, he had gotten nothing at all. Again, not all followers are fans. And in his case, on Twitter, most of his are bots. So, perhaps that's the reason why he sent out this email. Desperate times come for desperate measures. And he sure is desperate. Now the process server has unsuccessfully attempted to serve Bouzy on 3 occasions, so Nate put out a tweet. As Bouzy works in his kitchen, he obviously went into hiding. Perhaps in his closet? Or in his bed? Who knows? But the process server knew he was in. But that's okay, he'll still be served whether he hides or not. You can run but you can't hide. And, I just had to respond to that. I didn't know who had and who hadn't received the email before the tweet came out. Well, I said it was going to be a quick update, but it's taken a bit longer than that. It's certainly been a fun time reading all the replies given to my response on that tweet. But one thing we do know for sure is that Bouzy is just digging a bigger hole for himself. And, sooner or later he's going to fall right on in it. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. And, I hope that y'all have a lovely day.